as Together 256.
The views expressed on this channel are solely of individuals providing them, and they don't reflect the position of the YouTube channel and their employers.
Right.
People don't have mentors.
Right.
Either because of the lifestyle here in Canada does not allow a lot of professionals to mingle around with other people, but they are willing to be mentors. So how are we going to do this? We're going to try and make and connect people.
Some people, when they move here, some of them think, these things are not possible, like different professions, different businesses. So if you bring about different professionals, you bring about different people who have businesses who are successful, then you can mentor the young ones so they don't settle for less. Because the sky is the limit. It's Light On again, us together, yeah. We are back, we're excited to be back. I'm a CPA and also a content creator. Clock it, CPA. So I'm here with the president of the Kenyan community in BC, and yes, would like him to introduce himself.
Thank you very much. Yeah, as you said, you're not wrong. I'm the current Kenyan president of Kenyans in BC. In short name, we call it KENBC. Okay. It is an organization that I've been the president now for about 1.5 years. And it's the organization, its main mandate is just to bring Kenyans together and be able to maneuver and make work easier for Kenyans that are moving abroad and are coming to Canada. So it's been a roller coaster, as you may be aware, and it is the nature of all Africans. When you come into a new country, there's a lot that you need to learn. There's a lot that you need to know, and our work is mostly to help Kenyans integrate with the Canadian community and help your work becomes easier, because like people who came here a long time ago, they had a very hard time in maneuvering and knowing how things are happening. But when you have an organization like that, it supports and it helps people to integrate with the community. So that's the main thing that and the main core and mandate that the organization is supposed to do. And I'm the current president. And as you know, Kenyans are very demanding.
Are they?
Yeah, Kenyans are very demanding, and it's been a while,
Really?
For the last 1 year, I've grown a little bit of gray hair.
You've got
I've grown
Kenyans
because of that, and but it's a very rewarding job. It's a very rewarding position, and it helps when working and dealing with the community. So we're glad. Yeah.
That's good. I mean, you see the impact it has on your community, which is very rewarding, right?
And it is very measurable. Some of it is very measurable. There are some things that Kenyans are going through that you can be able, that are so easily to solve with something like that. And some Kenyans want to still be here and still connect with back home, either by understanding what's going on back home, or either by still having the cultural aspect of the community, which our organizations makes those things easier by having those kind of events that bring the culture back.
And even the food,
even trying to get food back from home, bringing it here, like traditional vegetables and those kind of things. And they are just things that they are here, but they don't taste the same.
Just because of the soils here and
exactly. They don't taste the same. So you will find here you can still get ugali, but when you get ugali from when you get the ugali from Kenyan flour, it's definitely different. So there are those kind of things we try and share, and we try to bring the Kenyanism in Canada in a good way.
That's good. Yeah. Enough about Kenya. So we're now going to talk about not entire Africa, but entire Africa. We're going to talk about, I would like us to talk about that INUA Collective Society.
Yes.
The one that connects all Africans, not just Kenyans.
Yes.
We love you Kenyans, but we want to talk about everybody.
Yeah.
So tell us about the society. One, what made you want to start it, and which programs do you guys have, and has it had any measurable results, like you said, with the Kenyan community, with the Kenyan
after serving in KENBC for like 6 years, we also realized that there's other Africans
Right.
that are here, and we also realize that there's gaps that we can find within the African communities. If you look at maybe the Ugandan community, Nigerian community, Tanzanian community, all communities, they have their own challenges. And one of the challenges that we realized is the organizations that we have here, they are lacking some capacity within the organization.
Okay.
So what we did as INUA, when we started INUA, INUA Collective Society, INUA is a Swahili word.
Inua, it sounds like a Swahili word.
Yeah, it's a
What
Swahili
does it
word
mean?
that means uplift.
Uplift. Okay.
Yes, it means uplift. So when we started INUA, we were like, the intention of starting INUA Collective Society was to uplift the community.
The community.
To
Okay.
uplift the society.
Okay.
And our main target was not individuals. The main target of INUA Collective Society is to build capacity on organizations that are black or African based, that they
Right.
have the black leadership.
Right. Because there are some things that would have the same problems as Kenyans, Tanzanians, Ugandans, Nigerians,
yes.
Zimbabweans,
Most of
as
the-
immigrants that are
yeah,
black.
they cut
There's some
across.
problems that cut across.
Yeah, so most of those problems they cut across. So when we started that, and we have a very within the INUA Collective Society, we have a very well
Diverse.
educated and person who understands organization structures.
Okay.
And he's the CEO of INUA Collective Society. He's called Peter Karanja.
That's good.
He's the one who leads the docket in terms of capacity building,
Okay.
in helping organization. Even in the next few months after summer, because summer is very busy.
It is.
Most organizations, this is the time they do a lot of activity. So Karanja is under the flagship of INUA Collective Society.
Okay.
We will be doing a capacity building and a team building for African leaders in BC. We have a caucus of African leaders in BC.
Okay.
And it has over 50 members. The caucus has over 50 members.
Okay.
And in the next around August or September, INUA will be doing a capacity and a team building session with the leaders.
Okay.
So that we can bring our synergy together, and we can see how we can continue moving forward and doing things. We had our first event as African leaders.
Okay.
Our first event was
And these African leaders include leaders from different countries, right?
yeah.
Like
These are African leaders in BC,
in BC from like different countries, right?
different countries. Yes,
Okay.
yes, the whole of Africa.
Okay.
So we had our first event. We did our first event in Surrey. That was Black History Month.
It's
Black History Month, it was the first time we did a partnership of many different organizations.
Okay.
And even recently, on May 23rd,
yes.
we did an African Day celebration. If you're not aware,
was aware.
May 25th is International African Day.
Okay.
May 25th is International African Day. So on that day, we came together as many organizations, and we did an event together to celebrate the African African continent.
The African continent. Yes.
Yeah, and the theme of this year was about water and safety.
Okay.
And we went with that theme, and we were trying. So that is something that we did this year, and that is something that we want to continue doing, and make,
Every year?
and make African International Day a big day to celebrate the gains and the benefits of Africans in diaspora.
Right. Yes. I didn't know May 25th was African Day.
Yes,
So it's good to learn something
Exactly,
new.
and that's
so-
why we are doing this kind of things. That's why we are doing this kind of thing, and that's why we started the Leaders Caucus,
Right.
so that a lot of Africans who are in the diaspora are disconnected with the history.
Right.
So, and that is one of the main things that we want to do, is to connect people with the history,
Right.
is to connect people with the culture, is to connect people with everything that is happening within Africa, so that we can be able to embrace Africa while we live in the diaspora.
If you don't have a belonging, and because you never
Yeah, you feel left out.
You feel left out.
You feel
like
left
you feel
out
left
when,
out.
when
So,
other people are celebrating their culture. You feel left out. But Africa is so huge. The
Right.
culture is a lot. So we should not be defined by an
stereotypes.
event. Yeah,
And
yeah.
stereotypes,
And,
right.
and kind of stereotype. So we want to bring together all the good things about our continent, all the good culture about. We want to showcase that.
Right.
Because we have a lot of contribution that we do in this country. And if nobody else will come to tap our back and tell us we're doing a good job, then it is us who will do that.
Yeah, we can't wait for
with us.
someone to do
No,
it
we
for
can't wait
ourselves.
for that.
We have to do it for ourselves.
Yeah.
And then there's a quote that I read somewhere that someone who doesn't know their history, they don't know where they're going.
Yeah,
Like you have to know your
it's hard.
history
It's hard.
and connect.
It's hard.
So you have a program of like leadership, like training, you want to start training leaders. Which other programs do you guys have?
We also have a program for seniors.
Oh, okay.
There's a program right now we are running. It's called the Wisdom Keepers.
Wisdom Keepers.
Yes,
Okay.
Wisdom Keepers. Wisdom Keepers is to bring out the seniors within our community.
Okay.
Bring out the seniors within our community to come and meet the young people, so that there will always be something that they can pass to the
Right.
younger generation. So, and we did that in a collaboration during the Mother's Day this year.
Okay.
We did bring the senior mothers,
Okay.
and they came and met the young mothers.
To pass
And
that knowledge down.
Yes, and they also meet the aspiring mothers too. So they all came, they met, they married, and they just had a good time. So the Wisdom Keepers is a program that we want to continue running, and it is a program that we sometimes get grants from the
government,
from the Canadian government, and we want to keep running that program because we have realized most of our seniors here from India, where they are from Asia, even the Canadians themselves, most of the seniors feel isolated.
Oh.
And that isolations, they isolate themselves and they also isolate the
young ones.
The young people don't also get to benefit with the wisdom that comes
Right.
with the seniors. So the Wisdom Keepers is these young people that are meeting with
the seniors.
with the seniors, so that the legacy can continue and we can all learn from each other. And if that happens, we will see a big change in how we do things. you
Right.
know?
And then even like
Yeah.
just like we do it in Africa, like you go to your grandparents and they tell you stories
Yes.
and like how things were in the past, about medicines, like they basically pass on a lot of good wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
That is supposed to be passed down generations, right?
The things we take for granted sometimes, because sometimes we can be here and we take some things for granted, but when you sit with the seniors and tell you the strides that they have made
Right.
to be where we are at the moment, you will now start appreciating where you came from.
Right. And then also you know that you can do better.
Of course,
You know what I
definitely,
mean? Like
yeah.
if they had all these hardships and they did better, we need
Yes.
to do
You
even
can-
better,
definitely
right?
we can do better. We can unite more. We can unite more Africans. We can unite more of our people and celebrate big things. Like in next year we are planning. We are in the planning stage of making the next International African Day bigger and better. Because we will want to have sports, we will have to have a component of sports. We'll have to have a component of showcasing art. We'll want to have a component of showcasing business. We want to have all these kind of things.
And then also like to have
showcase
I think it's also good like to have an opportunity to meet people from different, like walks of life in terms like I'm a CPA, right? Yes. Like if you need like, someone to help you with your taxes, someone to help you with, like advice on like starting up a company and all that. I have that knowledge, right? Yeah. But if we don't meet in these settings, how will you know that I'm there? How will I know that you're there, right?
The professionals within the African diaspora is immense.
Right.
If I, like you see like now, you're a CPA.
I am a CPA. Yes.
You're a CPA. You're in a very big position that some people, there is a young person somewhere who doesn't know that they can get into a position like that.
Yes.
But for you to be there, it took you to 8 years.
It took me, almost 8. About 7 years.
About 7 years.
Yes.
But there are some people who come and they think they can't achieve
they think it's impossible, yes.
And how will people know about these things?
Exactly.
Is by us having these kind of conversations, having these kinds of sessions and events where people come and meet and realize, oh, we have professionals in a lot of different fields within Canada that we can take advantage of and learn from those people. Because one of the things we realized as Inua Collective Society, one of the things that we realized is there's a huge, we don't have mentors.
Right.
People don't have mentors.
Right.
Either because of the lifestyle here in Canada does not allow a lot of professionals to mingle around with other people, but they are willing to be mentors. Right. So how are we gonna do this? We're gonna try and make and connect people.
Right.
We connect people. We connect the talent that we have with the kids that are coming up, so that people can grow and people can have somebody to hold their hands and walk with them. So that is why we call ourselves Uplift. It's like easy. It's
uplift.
Yeah, we want to uplift the community within the community, the African diaspora in BC.
That's amazing. I think that's a very good thing, because I know, like, some people, when they move here, some of them think, these things are not possible. Like, different professions, different businesses. So if you bring about different professionals, you bring about different people who have businesses who are successful, then you can mentor the young ones, so they don't settle for less. Because the sky is the limit. Yeah. So how about funding? As we're about to wrap up, like, about funding, like, how do you guys go about the funding? Like, do you guys have, you said you have support from the Canadian government. Do you guys have any other support?
That is in some programs.
Some programs,
That is in some programs. And then also, we cannot depend a lot with the funding from the government, because it is not sustainable.
Okay.
It is not sustainable.
Okay.
So as a community, as a diaspora community, we need to find ways that we can have sustainable projects and programs whereby we don't depend on other people for us to be able to run our programs. Like, one of the success story is as when we did our last event for the African to celebrate International African Day. The whole funding, we were on our own.
Oh, that's good.
It was the country president and the country organization of the African Leaders Caucus. They put money together.
That's amazing.
You bring this small, and then we put our money together, because we also realize some of these things we have to chip in on our own.
Right.
And that is the trend that we want to take, so that we can depend on our own instead of depending on government grants and depending funding. If the funding comes, well and good, because it will play a role within what we want to do, because we can be able to scale the kind of events that we want to do. We can be able to bring in more professionals. We can be able to compensate professionals. We can be able to compensate a lot of things that we do, because when we do those kind of events, we also want to showcase the talent. We have very good musicians. We have very good poets. We have very good artists in all spheres. We don't want people to keep on volunteering if we have resources, because we need also to appreciate the work that our people are doing. So if those kind of funding comes, and we can add from what we have and what we are getting from the people, and then now we can be able to have events that are meaningful to everyone. Yeah.
So you also have very good content creators like Puzzle Media. We need to pay him. And me, guys, and us together.
People like Puzzle Media, when they come, they are putting in a lot of their time. That is a skill that they spent money to learn that skill. So it is only fair if we have the funding, if we have the resources, whether it's being funded, whether it's by donors or whether it's by donations. It's only fair if we can be able to compensate. It's only fair if we can be able to compensate such talents, because it works better. But for now, I can ask all the talented people, all the professionals, I can ask them, it is good to volunteer for now. And then we look at the future.
Because it's uplifting, like you said, we're uplifting
each other.
We're uplifting each other.
So we all put together our resources. And when I say resources, it does not only mean cash. It means even the talent that people have, different talent that people have, and we can put this together, and we can have a bright future as a society in diaspora.
Yeah, I think it will. I think it will be good. So I guess my last question, how can people get access to this information? How can people get involved?
Yes.
How can...
So one thing I like asking the people in diaspora, when you come here, when you land in a foreign country, the first thing I encourage people to do, go and look for organization that from your country.
Okay.
If you're a person from Chad,
Right.
when you land, go to Facebook, go to Instagram, go to social media. For that instance, go to social media, go to the website, because most of these organizations, they have the websites.
Right.
Go and make that effort of looking for your community members. Go online, look for them, write a message, tell them how you want to be. Tell them you want to be involved.
Right.
You want to be involved with whatever that is happening, and you will find with that you will make your life, even in this part of the world, not so easy, but it will be better for you.
Right.
Yeah. So I want to urge all the Africans in diaspora, if you are here in BC, there is an organization that belongs to your country of origin. Go look for that organization. If you're a Kenyan, go online, find the Kenyan community. If you're Ugandan, go find Tanzanian, everyone. Even Chad, even Guinea-Bissau, there is an organization. And if you don't find that organization that can support you, look for an organization that also is next maybe to your country.
Right.
If you don't find,
let's say you're Ugandan, you can find a Kenyan one, or vice versa.
Exactly. If you don't find a Ugandan organization, reach out to Kenyan community. Maybe they will show you how to get the rest of the Uganda. And also feel free to be part of it. We have an organization that is for Swahili speakers,
right?
And trying to promote the Swahili. Come, look for them. In the next few days, in July 4th and 5th, we will have a Swahili festival happening BC in New Westminster. Attend this kind of events. That is when you will come and find people who will help you and guide you in one way or another. And
you can also contribute to the organization.
You can contribute to all these organizations in all different manners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. We shall have you next time. Is there a final word that you have for our viewers in Uganda? This is our Kenyan brother, so this is specifically for only Ugandans.
Yes.
Specifically for Ugandans.
The Ugandans in the house. Ugandans in the house. You are not isolated. We are one big East African family. Let's keep building the East African community. Let's build that block. Let's be able to do business in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Nairobi. Let's be able to do that, and let's also extend that when we come here in the diaspora. You Ugandans people, even if you're in Uganda and you have a family member who is in BC, tell them to look for the East Africans so that we can build a better region.
Right.
Yeah.
You heard it from the horse's mouth. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.
Together 256.
The views expressed on this channel are solely of individuals providing them, and they don't reflect the position of the YouTube channel and their employers.